Hi, hello, little birdie. Thank you for the 2 months. Put on my thing. Put on my, this thing.
Let's go.
Atrioc, was Aiden shilling for Rocket Money legit? You can tell me. He wasn't shilling. He was asking the question, but it was real. My right hand to God. I was working on my Rocket Money ad read, and then Aiden messaged me out of the blue and asked about Rocket Money and gave me that nice compliment on my videos. He's a very sweet person, unless you're playing Melee with him, in which case he's a fucking raging asshole. No, that's too loud. One more time, though. I might need a hat. I might need a hat. His hair's a little all over the place. A little lost. And I'm still recovering from an illness. In fact, I am probably still ill. But I'm ill in like the good way, you know? It could be a hat day. We'll see. Where's my... Do I have a hat? In my bed at 4 a.m. Watching VODs and clips again. But anyway, I think it's gonna be in a good spot. My hair. I think once I do a full shampoo condition, we'll be in a good spot. How's everybody doing? Hello, good to see you. My goodness, we had a couple good videos. I mean, I feel like on 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10, something like that. It's all good. Feeling very happy with that. Good editors. You're looking extra bald today, Glizz Coffee Cal. All right, thank you. That's cool. So new stuff then, all right? I love that. I love that. Which is better, TikTok or YouTube? For what? For rotting your brain? I think they're both pretty good at it. I used to be able to catch stream regularly, but it was around the time you played Sea of Thieves, so you had no consistency. And now that you're consistent, I'm busy with school. Do you think I'm consistent now? And do you think I was consistent when I played Sea of Thieves 3 years ago? This all doesn't track. Nothing you're saying tracks, bro. That was when I was probably least consistent. I was juggling 9 things. I think I'm more consistent now, but still not where I want to be. I'd like to be all reliable, you know? Every day at a certain time, you can rely on that go live button, and I am not there yet, unfortunately. But life is progress, okay? You set yourself to a North Star and you sail in that direction. I'm having a stroke. Nico Foss, thank you for the Prime. But you are considering leaving Prime altogether. All good, brother. Don't worry about it. Jeff Bezos doesn't need any more. You're still sending him your monthly checks, right? Like everyone in chat, you do take a portion of your paycheck and you send it direct to Jeff Bezos. Just as goodwill money. Okay, as long as you're doing that, then I don't think you have to pay for Prime. It's like, it's fine. He'll make it. I just want you to, like, it would be crazy if you weren't sending him any of your money. He is a billionaire after. He is better than us. He's the richest man in the world. He deserves a piece. Yeah, tithe. Isn't that what taxes are? I mean, the taxes do go to big business, but it has to go through government first, so it's kind of annoying. So it's better if you could just send it to him directly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, taxes are fine, but it takes too long to get there. I can't believe Ricky Stanicki got watch parties banned. That's the wrong button. I was gonna play like a sad song. I haven't labeled any of these. This one. That's just a heartbeat. What about this one?
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Perfect. We did everything right. We watched Ricky Stanicki and we still got indicted. Fuck, dude. It's tragic. Fuzzbear is live. You're not even saying the fake fucking name right. It's a joke from yesterday, and you're saying Fuzzbear, which doesn't make any... It's because there was fuzz in my beard. It was Fuzzbeard. fuzz bear doesn't make any. That's a fucking stupid. That's what a bear would be. Calm down, little fuzz bear. Can we just vibe for a second? Can we just vibe? Can we just chill? Can we just relax? Can we just enjoy? Wish I had that bear in me. No, you don't. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. I'm not gonna say you couldn't handle the bear in you. That's not right. Be playing Baldur's Gate. Yeah, you're fucking the bear. You're one of the bear fuckers of Baldur's Gate. How is everybody doing aside from that? Aside from sex with bears, how are you guys doing? What's going on? What's the vibe? What's the sish? You're going aight? Not good. So good. Okay. Difference of opinions. States busting up Pornhub and its contemporaries has to be a big impact on VPNs. I mean, it's just Texas, right? Am I correct? Texas banned it. I'm sure it will sell some VPNs. I'm sure. Feeling pretty tired as a UK frog. Well, are you being just tired in general? Are you going to give me another UK sob story? I've already done UK Appreciation Day, which was yesterday, and we did a really powerful movement there. We saluted you for all you've done. You know what? All the things UK has given us. Jellied eels. Oh, America. America. Bangers and mash. 21 Savage. Still sick today? I'm all right. I'm feeling much better. They didn't give us America. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. Oh, yeah, those two old guys that rap. Wait a minute. Yeah, the UK rules for this.
Stepped into the building, changes swinging on my neck, gold rings on my fingers, something on my wrist, tucked into my waist, little semi with a clip, big glass of the Bombay, take a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the past, gold rings clip when I pass in the clothes, just stepped into the building, show a little face, and I'm back on the road like Dubai trips on a jet plane, bar railings for the watch and the neck chain. Don't want drinks, wanna land, I'm a sip of chai tea, cause the fly give me neck pain. Mumbai girl for the while she's smiling, I had a notch on the bed frame.
These guys.
Telling you straight in the seats of the brand new motor, quick little squirt of the Hagerwood, ooh from Mozambique, got a Taylor suit with the bros on feet. I'm in Casablanca, blind Jack, Aranda with the AC blowing in the driver's seat. Talk to the platinum hands with timepiece boy, cause the face ain't listening. Shining, glistening, look at these diamonds dance while I stepped inside of the building. Changes swinging on my neck, gold rings on my fingers, something on my wrist, tucked into my waist, little semi with a clip, big glass of the Bombay, take a little sip like vintage sticks, little blast from the past, gold rings clip when I pass in the
I mean, these guys just rule. There's no getting around it. What's my favorite one from them? They got one that goes so dumb. I mean, it's all good, but like, which one? I feel like I saw one that went so dumb hard. I didn't know Big A rapped. No, these guys are too young for me. This is the new guns. These are the young generation. There's just so many dumb hard lines. It's absolute heat. So that's what I'm saying. It was pro UK week. I'm going to start every day by appreciating the UK, and that's one thing I appreciate about them, because they're depressed. The UK is openly depressed right now, and we have to cheer them up. And if you're going to make fun of someone in depression, then you are a hater and anti-neurotypical, or other way around, neurodivergent. Gifties, thank you very much. Futura Antonio, thank you for the 5 gift. Did you have a message? Your message was they're kind of snapping on this track, and they fucking are. Podge, thank you for the 2 months. EU boys rise up. Caught another session, procrastinating an assignment. Muckin' Fuggies, thank you for the prime. Clairbo, thank you for the prime 5 months. Awesome Muffin Live, thank you for the 14. Zizzle Vizzle with the 21 months. Here so early. Hi, Atrioc. Thank you very much, Zizzle. Yason the Bone, thank you for the long time, 26 months. Appreciate it. Did you see the OpenAI robot? Nah. No, I didn't. OpenAI robot? What are we talking about here? It's like ChatGPT with a body. Watch this creepy demo of the OpenAI robot. All right, let's see it. What are we getting into? What are we getting into, chat? Powered by OpenAI.
Hey, Figure One, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you...
And a weak creature made of mush and meat and bone. I see a puny ant waiting to be destroyed. That's what he wants to say. He'll hold off.
You standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great. Can I have something to eat?
Sure
You
thing.
can eat ash, human. Ash and dust.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Uh-huh.
Great. So, based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
Can I be honest?
The dish.
Thinks too long. He's a little slow. You know what I'm saying? You ask him a question, he thinks too long. It's like, yikes, bro. It's like, bro, keep up. I'm not asking you a tough question here.
Dishes
You're
on the
a little
table,
dumb.
like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great.
I feel like you could accomplish everything this robot has done with child labor way cheaper. A 12-year-old could do all these tasks and they'd be right to it. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, pick up the trash, give me the apple. It's like there's not even a delay.
Can you put them there?
Of course.
Give them a Red Bull and they're good to go. Exactly. This looks so expensive. That looked if that, you know, a glass plate, you might
All
shatter
right,
that
so
bitch.
how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner, the trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure One.
The stutters to
You're
make it
welcome. If
feel
there's
more
anything else you need help with, just
relatable
let me
before he
know.
kills us. He's nervous. Is that it? I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong, but this demo isn't lighting my fear receptors on fire just yet. But yes, it will continue to get better, as I've continued to say. This is, you know, cannot be ignored. Puxavio, thank you for the 14 months. Just came home from partying. I am happy to finally catch a stream. Greetings and love from Berlin, Germany. Sorry for some of my German brothers and sisters being annoying. Appreciate to have you here. I do have a presentation that possibly, actually, I think you're going to be fine with it. I honestly think it's so specific, my criticism. Happy to have you. Appreciate you. You know, people don't know this. It's the second most lived in country for me. I lived in Germany for 4 years. Thank you for the gifties. Good goddamn. Thank you for the 10 gifties, Silver Dash Max. Now, maybe I'm the only one who thinks this, but when I hear Silver Dash Max, I assume you are a fellow brony. Is that correct? Who here in chat? You could raise your head freely. Silver Dash Max, that sounds like obviously one of the horses from My Little Pony, I'm assuming. Now, raise your hands, chat. Let it be known. Raise your hands. Put them up. Crunchy Butter, thank you for the 21 months. What's 9 plus 10? Read out this message before thanking me. And then I'm thanking you for the 21 months. You stupid. I get it now. I'm caught up. I get it, bro. Believe me, I get it. Believe me, I'm hip, dude. All right. Iconic. Truly iconic, I guess. Hey, Big A, what convinced you to stop playing League? Do you still play it all? I don't play at all. Not even a little bit. And the reason I stopped playing League originally was because, there's a lot of reasons I stopped playing League. But I'll tell you the real honest reason that really got me to quit playing altogether. Not just slow down. The real reason I stopped playing is because I think it was one Saturday. I played League, I don't know, 7-8 hours in a row. And I looked at the MMR. I was really into my ELO at the time. I was trying to gain. I looked at my points, my rating, and it was flat for the whole day. Like I had just ended an hour-plus game where at the end, someone had raged and thrown. And I lost that game. I lost the points, and I ended up exactly flat. And I remember thinking, man, how many Saturdays? I was like probably 20 years old, maybe 19. And I'm like, how many Saturdays left? How many Saturdays have I wasted already? How many Saturdays am I going to waste? I did nothing today. I accomplished nothing, even in League. I regret this full day. I'm stressed. I'm in a bad mood. I was angry at that guy. I probably flipped out on him. And I was like, what am I doing? And I remember thinking, wow, even a single game. Do you know what I'm saying? Even like, assuming it's not a Saturday. Let's say it's a Thursday. You finish all your classes for the day. I'm going to play a little League. If you play 2 games and you go 50-50, I mean, your day's almost over. You know? You lose like 2 hours plus queue times. And it's like, bro, it's like, what a waste of time. It just really got to me one day. Like how, and I'm not happier when it's over, and nobody cares. Like, unless I'm legitimately gonna go pro, at that point I decided I wasn't gonna do, who cares? Like, it was a real eye-opener to me. And so if you're playing ARAM with friends, of course it's fun. If you're playing TFT with the boys, if you're playing, I don't know, a little SR and it doesn't bother you, I guess, or you're not care about rank, then you're fine. But if you're grinding solo queue League of Legends, I seriously think you should stop. I think you will not regret it. I think you'll actually thank me if you truly quit. And I believe that from the bottom of my heart. I think it's just bad. Everyone keeps asking about Dune Part 2. I haven't seen it yet. I think I will like it. Based on everything I've heard from people that I trust, I think it fixes the part of Dune 1 that I didn't enjoy. And obviously, it's probably still visually stunning. And it seems fun. I really want to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet. Never going to get a Riot sponsorship after that take. I'll flip easily. I'll come on and be like, League of Legends solo queue is the most fun. Check out Riot's new RPDNA system where you can inject it right into your bloodstream and it will just suck up part of your life force to buy skins. Hey, Atrioc, King of Baldness, Lord of Glizzy Gang. Can you recommend a good YouTuber who makes weekly recaps of the marketing world? What was your goal with this message? Honestly, when you typed this, what was your goal? What did you want me to say? I guess this? Is this what you wanted? I guess you get it. I read it out loud incredulously. Everyone, I can't at you. All right, I get it. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to read this. This is a stupid message. You know this is stupid. From beginning to end, you know it's stupid. Do you think the economy today will reflect the previous cycles of the economy? I'm not trying to insult you. When I hear this question, it sounds like you're just trying to say something vaguely economy related to get me to answer. I feel like you don't have a real question and you don't care, but you just like think this is like vaguely in my interest, in my wheelhouse. Do I think that it's different this time? Yes. No, I don't. I think the economy will be like previous cycles. Yes, from the fucking dawn of the time. Z-Zip, thank you for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You didn't thank me for my 37 months despite my commitment to quality chats? My Uptort, your commitment to quality chats. Your chat today was yum blood. Then I scroll back and you said would you say that Hitler doesn't deserve that? I don't know why. That's yesterday. Then you said Joe Brandon is afraid of this, and you linked a stupid TikTok. And then you said Atrioc. So I don't feel like you are in the top 1%. You might be. The bar's low. These are quality chats for real, for real. Would you rather eat... Don't ask me some questions. Have you read Freakonomics? Yeah, I liked it, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember so much. They had a squeakquel. I think I've got it. I think I've got it in my collection because I saw it when I was looking for another book. Oh, yeah, Super Freakonomics. Right here. I like this one more, if I must say. Yeah, I think it was good. I mean, honestly, it's been so long with books like these that I don't remember like what I took from them, but I remember there are things that got me interested in the things I'm interested in now. Like I remember this book being pivotal, but I don't remember why. I think it's because they make it very fun. They take complicated concepts and make them simple and easy to understand. Which is something that I've always admired. Have you finished As Gods Among Men yet? Book reviewing coming. I'm trying to get an interview with the creator. However, I have not worked very much on my presentation about that book, which I wanted to do. I need to work on it more. I was an intern with Stephen Levitt. He was a total ass. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. How often do you read? I feel it's a good habit that I should start doing. I do recommend it. But the only thing I would say, here's one thing I'll say about if you're considering reading, don't try. Find any book that you think is interesting to you. Don't let anyone else judge you. Literally anything. No, don't try is the wrong word. What I mean is read, and audiobooks count too. Just anything at all. Find any. I mean, legitimately, if you were like, I want to know the lore of fucking Clifford the Big Red Dog, I'm gonna start binging those. Like, literally, don't anyone judge you, and just make it a habit rather than try to like jump into a fucking, I don't know, a book that you're gonna obviously not enjoy or get bored of. Just fucking try it. And I read pretty much every day, but like right before bed. And yeah, that includes anything. I doom scroll before bed. Giga Chad. Holy shit. Holy shit. This dude gets in bed, pops a Zyn, opens up YouTube Shorts and TikTok same time, double scrolls until his mind literally can't fucking think. Can't form a single comprehensive thought. Then passes out, does it again. That's the grind set I can't even imagine. Pops is in and vape in hand. I watch Core on 2 different phones, double fisted. Just fucking. That's awesome. That's hype. I do think, and I've seen Ari do this, this is truly degenerate. Where you have the phone, right? in front of a laptop in front of the TV. So she'll have the phone, sometimes with a mobile game on it, in front of the laptop playing a YouTube video, in front of the TV playing some background, like fucking TV show. This is not often, but I have seen her do this. It's a fucking 3-screen gambit, and it's dangerous. Dangerous. Big screen, medium screen, small screen. I do the phone plus 2 different monitors with different stuff on them. I think that's fairly normal. I'll probably do that too. I mean, like if I'm working on something, I got 3 monitors. Often one will have some kind of fucking video in it or a podcast. And then I have my phone, and sometimes I'll text people. So it's like, I'm still getting, like, I don't know. We're definitely fractionalizing our attention at all times. I think very rarely are we just fucking deeply immersed in one task. Very rarely. YouTube Shorts on the TV is GigaChat. I promise you it isn't. I promise you that sitting down, popping YouTube Shorts on the TV and just fucking watching those is not GigaChat. It's giving up. it's a admission that you're no longer going to try and fight it. You're no longer, you've decided it's over. They won. The big algorithms won. It's giving up. Me when I see an old man carrying a balloon. I use the TV, 2 monitors, and Modern Family to... how do you even have fun without TikTok? I don't know, man. We managed. We managed back in the day. How are you guys doing? Somebody tell me what happened today. Anything interesting? Anything fun? Have you played more Balatro? No, as I said, I think Balatro is a good game, but I don't put it up there with Slay the Spire, the all-time great games, and I'm done with it. It's a 40-hour game. I'm kind of over Balatro. I have no problem if you love it, but that's just where I think that's where it is for me. I beat Sekiro today. Fucking congrats. That game fucking rules. Congrats. That's sick. I had to stop. Wait, what the fuck? Slay the Spire that good? I think Slay the Spire is one of the all-time great games. Just period. I think Slay the Spire is just a fucking magnifique. What is this? How do you deal with workplace politics? Dealing with some insane idea/roadmap theft in my work. You got your idea/roadmap stolen by another coworker? Yoinked? What, tell us more. What do you mean? You submitted something? What? Tell us more. That's crazy. I haven't heard of something so open. Like that happens in movies, but I never saw someone just take someone else's thing. And here's what happens in real life, in my experience. And this is sort of the way the system works, is that if you make something really good, your boss gets a lot of the credit. Because your boss is the one that gets to present it to higher up. It filters through. So the boss does yoink it, but assuming they're not a complete asshole, they include you they give a lot. I mean, a good boss should give you a lot of the credit and lift you up. A normal boss will share in it with you. And then a bad boss will try to minimize your involvement altogether and cut you out. But that's where that happens. But I've never seen a coworker steal someone else's idea, claim it, and then that just seems so difficult to get away with. When a boss gives credit, it's good for them too. Yeah, again, a good boss understands that making their employees seem like superstars makes them seem like a good boss. It's symbiosis. It works. But a bad boss is scared and controlling and trying to keep everything down in the way it is. Did it. My friend. Sorry, I want to hear more about this boss situation, but this is really crazy. Atrioc, I found out a friend that's been reading Atlas Shrugged for months. Not because they like it, but because it's long, so it'll last a long time and save them money. Truly one of the most psychotic things I've ever heard. They could just not read it. They could just not read it. They could pirate a book. They could go to a library. They could take a book they like more and read it slowly. They could, there's a million things they could do. I think, honestly, it's so insane. They probably just really liked Atlas Shrugged and don't want to admit it. If I had to guess, I think they're truly an Ayn Rand type, blame the poors, I create jobs, the world is on my back, a man provides. I think they're more likely super Atlas Shrugged pilled and don't want to admit it. I think that's what I had to guess. Piss and the world pisses with you. Poo and you poo alone. Words to live by. How is this words to live by? Based on the logic of this quote, you should never take a poo. Certainly wouldn't Drake that or salute that or feel strongman that. That seems really ridiculous. Born to piss, forced to poo. Really powerful stuff. Really powerful stuff. One time my friend really wanted a bag of potato chips, but he only had the ketchup flavor. Canada, gross! You guys know Canada has ketchup flavored chips? And they think they're a real country. It's so instead of just having potato chips, he decided to lick the flavor off of each individual chip and set them in a bowl so he could later enjoy a bowl of soggy, flavorless chips. That actually makes me sick. That actually makes me sick to think about. That's very I'm already a little sick, and that made me nauseous. That's a skinwalker for sure. That guy is built different in a bad way. Ketchup chips are so good. No, they're not. I disagree with that. I think they're bad, but I guess you're allowed to have your own opinion on it. Look at me, growth, personal growth. I just think they're bad, but like obviously, I don't believe this, but I guess people can have different opinions than me and live their life comfortably and fine, and the world doesn't need us to agree. I guess. Not sure about that, but. What about salt and vinegar chips? I think those are great, and many people think they're gross. I fucking love a good salt and vin. God damn, that crunch. When you get that fucking boosh, that flavor explosion. My God. But I feel like if you don't like those, you maybe would prefer Gerber's baby food. It's like, maybe I could get you a fucking scoop of mushy peas. That you could, maybe that'll be too spicy for you. I don't know. I don't understand. But like that's what I think. And right, so I don't want to force that opinion down mid. I love them so much, but they fuck your mouth up. That is true. You can't fucking down a bag of them. I'll be honest with you. I will be honest about that. Thoughts on stands in this quote? Let's see.
No pandemic.
You just clipped Stan saying no pandemic. True. Because it wasn't a pandemic, it was a plandemic. And Stans understands that. I remember, this is crazy. I feel like it's been long enough that I can say this, but Stans used to firebomb vaccine clinics. Is that weird? He would wait till it was night and no one was there. He wasn't like a murderer or anything. But yeah, he would burn them down. Is that... And I guess when I say used to, I'm talking about like... He's not doing it right this second. Or maybe he is. But like, definitely last week. Definitely 2 weeks ago. You know, like 100%. Stocks have become too mainstream. My friends are pumping insane money for part-time workers into Nvidia because they think it's free money instead of grinding minimum wage like real men. Well, I think that is the problem and why everyone is pumping into Doge and crypto and Nvidia and tech stocks and fucking whatever, is because they're like, I'll never be able to buy a house if I grind minimum wage like a real man. So that's why they're doing it. I do think we are in the end game with some of this shit, bro. It's just not sustainable. I mean, the market cap of Dog Whiff Hat is a flashing red indicator. There is just no economic value there, and there's billions of dollars flooding in. I put all my extra in. Oh, did you see? There was a guy. It's a little story here. There was a AI startup company that was trying to hire an engineer, like an AI engineer from Facebook, from Meta. And so they offer him like a big salary. He comes, he checks out their company, and he says, here's the clip. He says, come back to me when you have 10,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, or it's not worth my time. And he turns the job down. That's how crazy. That's how crazy the fucking AI market is. And it's also that they can't do testing without enough GPUs. So, here it is. 10,000 H100 GPUs. That's so funny. And again, it's still Perplexity, which is a big AI startup. That's crazy. But every Fortune article says that rates are going to go down, quote, next month. Do you think that's realistic? So at the beginning of the year, they were saying tons of rate cuts this year. They priced in like 7 or 8 rate cuts. And then, unfortunately, the job market was, at least nominally, hotter than expected, and inflation was stickier than expected. And so they've been cutting that. They're cutting the number of cuts down a lot. And so it seems like there's going to be very few cuts. And if so, they'll be late in the year. To make that simpler, I guess, it's like they're trying to get inflation down to 2%, which is the goal, but it's stuck at 3%. And like it dropped from 10 to 3 really fast. So they were like, oh, we're almost there. But it's been stuck at 3. Sticky. And so they can't cut rates, or they shouldn't, until that number goes down to their goal, but it's not doing it. We're still having persistent too high inflation. 3 isn't that bad. That's what they're going to start saying soon, I promise you. It is, by the way, it is. Don't fucking fall for that. 3.17% inflation is that bad. It's fucking eroding your purchasing power. It's prices are already high. 3% higher on that is going to be terrible. But they're going to start being like, you know what? 3 is not that bad. Maybe the 2 target should be 3. And they're going to use it to cut. 100%. It's going to be cope. It's going to be mega cope. Did you see that new robot with reasoning capabilities? Was that the one we watched earlier today with the dishes and the apple? I did the math, and even with annual raises, I'm making barely more than I was 5 years ago. But at least things aren't expensive, right? Things aren't more expensive than they were 5 years ago, so you're fine. Do you think they'll have to raise rates one more time to get inflation to 2? Dude, nobody wants them to raise rates. I think if they rose rates again, Joe Biden would personally ride his bicycle down to Jerome Powell and try to kill him. I think Joe Biden needs rates to come down for the election year, bro. He needs it. Joe Biden, rates will go down. What did he say? Joe Biden says, I think he, it's supposed to be independent. Yeah. What is
US
this?
President Joe Biden is optimistic interest rates will begin to decline soon. Speaking at a campaign event, President Biden announced plans to reduce the cost of housing in the United States. Mr. Biden says although he can't guarantee it, he is confident the Federal Reserve will be cutting rates.
Again, it's supposed to be independent,
I'm also
but
working to bring down the cost of housing. I'm proposing an annual tax credit will give Americans $400 a month over the next 2 years to put toward their mortgage if
subsidized
they're
demand
buying for the first home.
By the way, I did receive that call from my dad. I am going to be nicer to Biden from now on. In case you guys don't know, if it comes down to Biden versus Trump, which seems like, well, I'm still voting Biden. I'm just begrudging about it. And I'm going to try to be nicer, okay? I'm going to be a nicer person. But this mortgage plan is silly. And he shouldn't control interest rates. The president's supposed to be independent of that. So him saying we're getting down is crazy. I thought your dad's Republican? Yeah, I know. My dad was a lifelong Republican, but he can't stand Trump. My dad's a 30-year military veteran, voted Republican 28 of those years, but he can't vote Trump. When did the DNC start paying you? George Soros personally dropped off a brick of gold at my house today. So I'm changing my whole tune, dude. Thank you, George. You and Bob Benin. AP Gamble, thank you for the 46 months.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
So fucking true. So fucking true. Thank you for the 46 months. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a tough election. It's a tough election for sure. We can all agree with that. Turn this down a little bit. Anyway, today, I think we'll be doing funniest tweets of the now. There's been a lot of funny ones. We might also do like TikToks that there's this viral trend going around of people posting the best TikToks of all time to prove they're not they shouldn't get shut down. Those could be fun. I did the Reddit. And then I want to do a debate with Germans. I want to debate Germans. So there's a lot of stuff to do today. I think it'll be pretty fun. Odin 18110, thank you for the 21 months. Young POTUS, thank you for the 11 months. Thanks for the support, Big A, in the election. I'll get you a penny lick as a gift. Your name is Young POTUS, and you are claiming that you are Joe Biden. What is a penny lick? Penny lick. A penny lick was a small glass for serving ice cream. It is Joe Biden. They were banned in 1898. Okay. Cool. Wow. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's my goat. Why were they banned? I don't know. I guess they were banned in London. Let me actually find out that question. Wait, why? I was skimming. They were banned in London in 1898 due to concerns about the spread of disease, as the glass was often not washed between customers. Gross. UK. You would pass around a little glass of ice cream, someone would lick it to the bottom, then you'd put ice cream in it again and pass it to someone else? That's disgusting. The solution was banning the form factor. Yo, they did ban the form factor, and then I guess the waffle ice cream cone was popular soon afterwards, which is single serve. So thank God. I never thought about the hygienic reasons for having a waffle cone. I always thought it was for taste reasons, but I guess they did it so people wouldn't fucking lick the same glass. Oh, whoops. Do you know they don't have outlets in their bathrooms because they're scared of electrocution? Is this true? UK people don't have outlets in their bathroom because they're scared of electrocution? I guess that's not that crazy. I mean, you could... Like, let's imagine you're an average UK frog and you are sitting on the crapper and you... No, actually, I'm sorry. You're sitting in the tub and you suddenly get a hankering for beans on toast. What are you going to do? Plug in a toaster nearby. All of a sudden, you're fucked. You understand? The loo. I'm sorry. Yeah. But if you can't fit a toaster in your bathroom, then you're safe. That's why I think that makes sense. Do you know that in South Korea, they have this urban legend called fan death, which is the idea that if you are sleeping in a room with a fan on, it will chop up the oxygen and you will choke to death while you're sleeping. And so all fans are sold with like timers that auto shut off. And they like they won't let a fan be on in the room. Why wouldn't it do it during the day? I don't know, dude. I don't know. But this is, by the way, South Korea, a very advanced country. I mean, South Korea looks like cyberpunk, but they still believe in fan death. Not everyone, but it is real. And I found out about it when I lived there. The fans are sold. They're different. They have these things on them. Sounds like propaganda to save on energy costs. Genius. Some places don't have 13 floors. Well, that's true. That's because 13th is where the ghosts hang out. Same with fourth floor in Asia. Wait, really? Asia has a fourth floor? Let me see. Fourth floor, Asia. Is there a fourth floor in China? The number 4 is unlucky because it sounds a lot like the word for death. I'll be honest with you. That sounds crazy. But if the way our numbers worked, there was like a death floor. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if instead of 7, we said, 4, 5, 6, death 8. Then like I'm on death floor would be crazy. Do you understand like that? That actually makes more sense than 13. But what's funny is like they just changed the number, but it is the 4th floor. And like in America, it is the 13th floor. It's not, it just goes from 12 to 14, but like it is the 13th. That's what it is. It's not, they're not building an extra floor and leaving it empty. They're just changing the numbers. Oh, they call it 12A? That's really funny. That's really stupid. Human beings are funny, dude. We're funny. We're a funny group. We have a lot of funny little quirks. We're characters. I like that about us. I like that about humans, is we're quirky little characters. Like saying we're goofy. You could put us in a show and we would be goofy. We would want to watch us. We're goofy little guys. We're quirked up. I hate the fact that in the U.S. you don't start on 0. It's because we're number 1, baby. We stay number 1. We start on number 1. We start where we are. It's that simple. Is today Pi Day? Today's Pi Day? 3.14? All right. In honor of it being Pi Day, I'm going to recite as many digits of pi as I know off the top of my head. Okay. 3.14159724638 11111111111111111 1116, and that is the end. I did it. Oh, I can actually just do it. Wow, I think I'm the first one that got to the end of pi. Damn, what the fuck? I didn't even think I'd get that far. That's pretty clutch. That's pretty clutch. Wow. I mean, people have been talking about that for a long time. Finally, someone sat down and just did it. Sheesh. I guess I'm proud of myself, but finally someone said it. There's a good video on superstition in China. I could watch that. If pi is infinite, there's a point in pi where pi appears. You mean like a literal pie, like a tasty, delicious pie? Or no? Big A, by the end of the year, I should be debt-free. I'm a college dropout. Holy shit. So was Kanye West. Watch out for how he ended up. But being debt-free is a huge pog. Congratulations. Congratulations. Is pizza considered a pie? What a stupid question. Yeah, pizza pie. Here's a YouTube short on how pie is irrational. If I'm ever arguing with Ari and I say she's being irrational, I'm going to pull this up. You're being so pie right now. And this will own her. Big A, nice sweater. Where's it come from? I knitted it myself. I'll make you one if you send me $1,000. $1,000. Big A, I just got accepted into med school. Can I get some validation? PogChamp! Doctor alert! Congrats. Fucking sick. Bully for you, King. Next Dr. House in the making. I hope you've learned from watching the show to be extra rude to people around you. I hope that is something you're going to do. Thank you for the... First of all, congrats. Thank you for the 20 months to someone named Ji on my Jinping. Thank you for the 20 months. What an excellent username. She on my Jinping. Hello, Big A. Are you still coming to see me and my beautiful country? I'm arranging a Glizzy parade in your honor. Hashtag Year of the Glizzy. No. As far as you're concerned, I'm not. I am not coming to your country. Don't follow up. Night Seattleite, thank you for the 11 months. Anonymous Gifter, thank you for the 5 gifted. And Winter Ghost, thank you for the 4 months. Put 2K in weed. Lost 2K in weed. What is that? Is that a bar? Or are you... What do you mean? What are you trying to say, bro? What is that? But so you're just saying you bought, you smoked $2,000 worth of weed. That's what you should say. When if I buy a bag of potato chips and eat them, I don't say I put, $5 into Lay's potato chips and then lost $5 in potato. I'm not investing in it and then using. I bought it for consumption. Did it. Did you know White Castle invented the burger? I don't think that's true. And if they did, they did a damn bad job with it. White Castle burgers are gross as shit. They're the lowest form of burger. It's ass. What do you mean it's ass? I won't lie about it. I won't take my fucking truth back. I'll speak my truth. I think it's gross. Remember when you talked about everyone having their opinions? Okay, yeah, but come on, you're gonna get me on everything? You're gonna hit me on everything? All right, wait, let's check the Reddit real quick. Let's check the Reddit. This is a new song. I just created it to hit the high notes. And that's why we go to the Reddit. Now for the rap verse. Yeah, my name's Big A. And I'm here to stay. And I'm here to read Reddit memes that can't be beat. I'm sorry, what do you guys... What? Is this Mac Miller? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to a dead man, and I don't appreciate it, but you did get me with that. You did get me with that? That's a hoot. I think that was evident. All right, let's see what's on Reddit. Okay? Well, the first thing I'm seeing I don't like. Actually, we'll play the actual song because I don't think I hit every note perfectly on that. Wait, what about one of these songs we haven't played yet in like a long time? Like... I think I'm happy. I mean, happy as any human can be whenever the fucking world's crazy. I have moments of...
There's a stream that's as old as time itself.
God, what am I chewing?
His name is Atrioc and he does not excel.
Look at that flip, though.
For I haven't seen him win for quite some time. But you know that man is always on the grind. Somewhere a distant Ludwig cries, and a poor Stans just keeps on dying. Our little streamer
50 Cent!
Again. Sometimes he loses, not today. He's just too good, there's no foul play. Atrioc won again today.
Oh, dude, I forgot how much I fucking loved playing the soccer ball game in Fall Guys. Yeah, that got me torqued. I was fucking Messi mixed with Ronaldo at that game. Oh, I love that game so much. Okay, let's see. What's on the Reddits? Oh, did we not get the winner's POV? Chorus? Too late. What's on the Reddit? Is there any reason you're ignoring the union? What am I ignoring from the union? I'm not sure what you're talking about. As we always know, before we go to the Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Sing it with me, chat.
It's time for Reddit with Atrioc.
Tell him, Pay.
So let's go see what memes are at the top. are this week's posts fire or flops? So go join r/Atrioc.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's see what's going on the Reddit. What have we missed? What is happening? Who would you rather take financial advice from? Chad Trioc or homeless Trioc? I don't think I look homeless in this photo. How was that even? I don't look homeless. What do you mean, well? I don't look mangy. My hair's a little longer. Look like a typical Silicon Valley bro. I think the lighting is more orange, which is just a slider on this fucking thing. You look strung out. I don't look. You guys think I look strung out? I think I just like my hair's a little lower, and maybe I didn't trim my beard. I don't think I look strung out. I think that's fucking. You look like you just broke out of prison with SPF. You had a rough week. I don't even think this looks bad. I don't look, to me, I don't look homeless. I don't look strung out. I don't look like I'm heroin. I think I look fine. That's crazy. Winners POV. Na. Before and after the Coke weekend bender. Do you know these photos are like 2 weeks apart? They're like right next to each other. That's very funny. Oh, this was streamed not far apart, by the way. Why does he look darker in the bottom one? The lighting is the same. No, it's different. The lighting, you can probably tell from this thing. This slide is a slider. Oh, wait! Speaking of looks, since you guys are already roasting me for my appearance for no reason, no discernible reason, I assume it's because hurt people and you guys are bullied all the time and you're trying to lash out at me. I'm going to assume that's what it is. I assume you're lashing out of fucking your own personal squabbles, your own personal insecurities, which I find to be distasteful. However, bringing up my appearance, I have something hilarious to share with you, which is that as of today, as of yesterday, I now have a profile on Chinese social media. Wait, she made my fucking background a glizzy and a coffee. I actually didn't even notice that. And I am now asking Chinese social media for help glowing up. Okay? And now, by next week, we're going to have actual feedback on... Well, zero. No, she took the screenshot right as it went up. Okay, this is an old screenshot. So let's see what I got. Here's my thing. I'm from the U.S. and would like advice from Chinese netizens on how to glow up. Please don't hesitate to be brutally honest. Any advice is welcome. Thank you so much. You look like you're 5'2" and your mom did a picture of you. I am 6 feet tall, unironically. So if the photo looks bad, that's on Ari, okay? Zero view Andy. Well, it's not a views-based website. It is a blame the wife. What? Ari photoshopped you smaller. I will bet my left ball you're not 6 foot. Okay, Lance fucking Armstrong. Live strong, bitch. Fucking stand next to me IRL. Ask a Spectacor, bro. I towered over him. How tall is Ari that she makes you look 5'2"? Well, I did tell her to stand on something because the first one she had at a bad angle. And so, but now I guess... Why is it emphasizing you're a foreigner? It's pretty apparent. It's just, all it says is I'm from the U.S. Doesn't emphasize I'm a foreigner. It just doesn't say that I'm Chinese. What is your problem? What is your problem with this statement? I'm from the U.S. and would like advice from Chinese. What? You're fucking strange, bro. Wow, really emphasizing you're a foreigner there. I'm a red-blooded American man. I drive a pickup truck, and I don't understand China's ways. So while I'll never understand why you guys use chopsticks instead of forks, can you explain to me what I need to do to glow up? Anyway, I'm excited to see what they think. I am also wearing jeans in that photo that are way too big for me. I am wearing, I mean, those are just my wearing around jeans. I think I bought them at Target, like 2 sizes too big. And they are baggy. They're baggy on me. And so I do think they'll bring that up. I do think they'll bring that up. So I'll see that. Is Marketing Monday over? Brother, it is Thursday. It is Thursday. We uploaded 2 marketing videos this week already on YouTube. Yes. You didn't miss it today. You missed the day. Oh, Reddit recap. Continue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you guys that. I wanted to show you guys that because it's very funny to me. And I'm very excited. And I even made my Chinese sign myself asking for help. And so I'm just excited to see what they tell me. Here's my assumption, chat, if I have to let you know. My assumption is they're going to see my profile. And they're all going to respond, no notes needed. You are the most handsome man we've ever seen. Please come visit us in China. I'm sure your videos about Xi Jinping will not be a problem. Happy to see you. You are handsome. Enjoy our culture and our food. Sincerely, Chinese netizen number 1. And then they're going to do that with all of them. That is what I'm assuming they'll say. But we'll find out. We will find out. It will be quite interesting. They're going to say, take a trip to Turkey and get something done on your scalp. Okay, I don't think they're going to say that. I actually don't think they're going to say that. I think that's incorrect. Hashtag gamer life. I forgot about that. I forgot about hashtag gamer life. And I should never forget. That's the way to live. It's the way to live, way to be. God, hashtag gamer life is such a fucking Chad thing to say. It's just a fucking grip it and rip it way to live. Anyway, what are we saying in the comments here? Bottom pick just told me to buy dog money. All right, that one I can sort of see. If I had to pick which of these two would tell you to like invest your money in a broad-based basket of stocks, safely matching the returns of the S&P 500 over time, and one would put you into dog money, it would be this guy for dog money. I do agree with that. I do agree that this guy would tell you that, but that's still not. Bottom pick looks like every single college STEM major at their 8 a.m. lecture. No, it's got more of a charm in their eyes. Chad Atrioc sold me fentanyl. Homeless Atrioc looks like a shadowed figment of an imagination you see during an acid trip. This is just a picture of me. This is just me when my hair was a little long. I look like a shadowed figment of an imagination that you would see during an acid trip. This is so unrealistic, so wild, that only hallucinogenics could conjure it in your mind. That's just a fucking normal photo of me. That doesn't even look weird. It's fine. It's just a little, my hair's a little fucking scruffy. Unhoused Atrioc. Yeah, anyway. All right. Well, whatever. Dark Souls playthrough news. There is none. There is no news. Do want to do it, but don't have any news. I hear Americans yearn for a new short-form video platform. The return of Quibi with Chance the Rapper's punked? Perhaps. I do think it'd be a good idea. Plug for NPR's Planet Money. Check it out. NPR's Planet Money. Won't the TikTok ban also ban Tencent and Genshin? No. The bill specifically mentions TikTok and ByteDance. And I think also social media, if I'm correct. But anyway, no. I realistically do not foresee any impact to Tencent or Genshin. Unless, of course, we enter in a full-blown war with China. But if it maintains our current level of, like, frenemies, then I don't think anything of it. That being said, Genshin getting banned wouldn't be the worst. Got this video recommended to me. Coffee Coke. So much for no dog money rule. Dog whiff hat soars to become the fourth largest meme coin globally. That's a disaster. It's a disaster, bro. Wait. Dog whiff hat currently, let's go all time, has a $3 billion market cap. So stupid. So stupid. God. People are going to lose money in this. Oh, it's a tragedy. Are we buying in? Of course, buy the peak. Is this financial advice? It is. To buy dog with hat. Watching Big A in Guangzhou, China. That's hype. So you want a VPN, bro? That's sick. Put in a good word for me. I'm really trying to visit. No cap. I want to go to China this year. So put in a good word, baby. I'm trying to go. Probably not to Guangzhou, though. I would like to go to Beijing or Shenzhen or Harbin, China. Anyway. From growing up in an Amish background, the dating stream blew my mind. Okay, what's this? Recently, I watched the entirety of the dating advice stream with Blur and Rachel, and it absolutely destroyed my mind. I grew up around the Amish for a big chunk of my childhood, and even when I left, I have always considered the thoughts of dating apps so foreign and weird to me. I came immediately to post this because I've been using tactics of talking to people IRL my whole life to pick up girls, and when I saw that Blur said trying to find girls in the bar is pointless, since everyone uses Tinder, Hinge, etc., it really hit hard for me. Maybe it correlates to living in LA, but I don't think talking to people IRL is completely dead yet. I don't think talking to people IRL is completely dead. I certainly don't think talking to people in real life is dead. I don't think that's true. And I don't think they were trying to say that. I just think the data shows the way people meet for dating is increasingly, overwhelmingly online. And everything else is trending to zero. So, you know, for dating, it's just more difficult than it probably has ever been. Not that it's impossible. And certainly it depends on region. Mr. Streamer is so out of touch, he's never heard of WD-40. Why is this 122 upvotes? You think I've never heard of WD-40? Yeah, I have. I've even put some on here, but it didn't stop the squeaking. Ari has some in her fucking workshop. It doesn't stop the squeaking. So it's not true. So it's stupid. And in fact, I think someone here fucking, yeah, it's a solvent. It will clean lubricants off and leave a squeaky, dry metal behind. I think that's what happened to me, bro. When I first heard the squeak, I asked Ari for WD-40, and I put it on here, and I think it has made the squeak worse. So I don't think this fucking is true at all. But the point is, use grease. I feel like it. All right, maybe I'll use grease. Butter? You want me to use butter? You want me to butter up my mic stand? Why don't I'll just, if I have to, I'll just get a new nightstand. Like that's, but I feel like I could, and also my chair doesn't squeak anymore since I got the new chair. So everyone talks about my squeaky chair. My chair doesn't squeak. So it's just this. This is it. This is the squeak. You got to use hot dog water. I don't have any of that. You paid $2K for the chair. I hope it doesn't squeak. What the fuck are you pocket watching for? I just told you the chair doesn't squeak. You don't have to fucking pocket watch, bitch. Holy God. What, you guys are so adversarial. It's insane. It's disgusting. It's foul. Hey, Atrioc, you should make the butter with your coffee cow udders. I can't. I seriously wish I could hire someone to read this aloud to your friends and family. I seriously wish that. It was my dream that I could like track some of you down and have like a court reporter read this out to your, like, see what you do. What do you do when you're on that computer watching your streamer? This would be my greatest dream, is to have someone read this out to like your parents and friends. They would +2 me IRL. I don't believe it. I don't believe your teacher and your boss and your parents would +2 when you write fucking, you should use your coffee cow udders to make butter for the mic stand. I think they would -2 you, if anything. But who am I to say? How do I know? What's else on the Reddit? The Reddit. I remember Atrioc saying he didn't have to stress about predictions anymore. Did he cancel it? I did cancel predictions. It is a 210 slide flop just sitting there on my desktop. And I feel like I've been cursed by it. I do feel like I'm haunted and cursed by it every day. But it just stressed me out too much. Too stressful. Can't you recycle it? Technically, I already have. I've been slipping some of the research I've done for that into my regular conversations ever since. Atrioc Wiki. Oh, yeah, we are going to do a spring cleaning in April. Well, maybe early April. I don't know exactly when because I'll be on a trip with Aiden. We're going to do a spring cleaning. We are going to do a full-on spring cleaning / reset. New emotes. We're going to ban glizzy jokes, coffee cow jokes. We are going to, for a 1 month period. It's going to be a 1 month period. Yeah, we will. Yes, we will. It's going to be, we're going to see if we can create anything new. We are going to see if we can create anything new because we have been repeating the same shit for too long. Okay? So in early April, we're going to do a 1 month experiment to see what we can come up with. It's really a bottle episode to see the creativity when put under pressure. And I'm scared and excited to see what happens. This is my 9/11. Okay. That seems a little bit extreme. Why the UK is sad. Read this. Saw the new post from Atrioc Clips, and as a UK VOD frog, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a video about this, so I'm not going to read this yet. I've been thinking about making this video anyway, and I'm going to end the video by reading your actual thing, so I'm not going to do this right now. I would like to make a video about the problems of the UK right now, and I think it'll be good. So, hold. What Atrioc was saying, like people not want to get on Boeing planes. If my next flight is on a Boeing... shit. Wait, I need a water. Ow. Gross, I need a water. 1 second. What are you guys going to say when Yep Coke is banned? That's my question. If we didn't have Yep Coke, and I leave to go get water. What? No, you can't say yep, snow. That's the same. You're just implying. The joke can't be the same thing with a different word. That doesn't. That's not. Yep, Sprite. Yep, Pepsi. That's just a reference. That's just the same joke extended. If my next flight is on a Boeing aircraft, should I cancel it? On No Stupid Questions. Yeah, I think people are starting to think this. Boeing is fucking awful. I feel like every single day I'm hearing another story about a different Boeing accident. The Boeing CEO claiming they can't find records when asked like about these accidents. They can't name the employees that worked on certain flights. They can't, like there's like a strong implication that they murdered a whistleblower because this guy had been waiting for his testimony for a long time, had no suicidal thoughts, no notes. His friends and family didn't consider him suicidal, and all of a sudden he kills himself right before his testimony. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, this company is fucking insane. It's bad. Look at the stock price. It's down a little bit, but not what you'd expect for this level of disaster. Yeah, I mean, again, if you zoom out a year, it's down 8% on the year. So it's just like not taking a major hit just yet. But again, it takes time for quarterly reports. And if they start getting reduced order demand, then they'll start to see it reflect in their earnings. The biggest shit coin ever. These scam coins are just getting crazy. Someone just shilled me. 27 trillion in this is the dollar. This is the US dollar. Yeah, this is the US dollar. Very funny, very crypto pilled. Sort by top of the week. Okay, I'll do that. Bro, you have no Riz. What about this amazing one though? My Riz.
Do you have hair?
Oh, I don't want to see that. It's terrible. This is one of House's fucking worst scenes. That and then when he's actually the worst thing House ever said was he's talking to Cuddy and he's like, what did he say about the baby? Go home and what did he fucking say? I forget. No, he wasn't talking about da baby. He was talking about yeah, suckle on that bastard child that yeah. What was that? Wait, we have to find this. You can go suckle the little bastard child who makes you feel good about yourself. When she was trying to help him get over his drug addiction. Just so mean-spirited and bad right as she became a mom. It was one of his... they had a vote on Our House, and that was his meanest line. It was bad. Okay, let's see. Top of the week. Top of the week. Fate has deemed it so. Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door is available 5/23, the day after Paper Mario Day. That truly is an odd coincidence. That is an odd coincidence. I you know guys how much I love playing Paper Mario. I love it so much. But I don't feel like we'll have time for this. Oh, just because, Paper Mario Day 22nd, we'll have to feel like back-to-back be a problem. This is the best game in the series. Disagree. N64 is better. This game is pretty good. This game is pretty good. It's better than the other ones. But the N64 one is the best. He doesn't like Paper Mario? Why do you think I played Origami King to begin with? Because I thought I liked Paper Mario. And then I found out they had created the abomination known as Paper Mario Origami King. And they had soul sucked everything I liked out of Paper Mario and replaced it with a nightmare. Endless cacophony of screams that I can't escape. I might like this game, but I don't think I would want to back-to-back Paper Mario. We'll see. If I beat Origami King this year, then we'll see. Or maybe we all just forget about Paper Mario Day. Huh? What? Who said that? What if we all just forgot about it and no one brought it up ever again and then we don't even play it and we get another free day back? Weird. Oh, wait, crazy. Wait, what? Interesting. Wow, I like that idea. Who said that? Transphobic Atrioc watchers. So I was watching the VOD when Big A was reacting to the Mr. Beast Feastables ads and Chris was there. She was slaying, might I add. And I looked in chat and there were some chatters being transphobic towards her. It was only a few, but it still made me feel kind of sad. Even some people in the VOD comments were saying those chatters were W. I know there's people like that in basically every community, but it sucks. Can't we all just be one glizzy family? That's all I have to say. I feel like we ban these people pretty regularly. I feel like I didn't see any when I was watching. I don't think we have a transphobic streak in the community. I think, on a video where I have 200, 300,000 views, there might be a couple comments, but I don't think we do. Especially, given like the Discord community we used to have and everything, I just don't think that's real. A new challenger enters the shrinkflation saga. Last week, 106 no longer available. Replacement 237, both 12 ounce. Oh, it's just a taller can. Yeah, I've seen this. I like this because someone posted it on Twitter, and then someone in the responses says, "You stole this from Atrioc's subreddit." And so I went and checked, and it was on the subreddit, but like this picture is not from our subreddit. So I was like, please don't call someone out for stealing it when it is clearly not. Okay, just to be clear, I appreciate you trying to defend the honor of our subreddit. But anyway, yeah, I've been saying this a long time, but in the early stages of inflation, companies would just pass price increases onto the customer. But now customers, first of all, have run out of a lot of extra, you might call it excess savings from the COVID era, they were really high. And they're being more discerning with their choices. And now if you try to raise prices blatantly, they're switching to alternatives. So instead, companies are trying to find ways around directly raising prices, which is by shrinkflation, or in this case, I guess trickflation, just by making it seem like there's more liquid. But yeah, that companies, especially consumer companies, are trying to do this all over. They are trying to find ways to give you less for the same price so they don't have to raise prices. The thing is, though, I know you guys are going to say, they never fool me. I looked into it and it does work. Like, there's a lot of evidence that especially shrinkflation, actually works. They just give you less, and customers don't notice. A lot of customers don't notice. They just buy, which is unfortunate. Like there's concrete evidence that it has worked. But I think, as people get more aware of it, it's probably going to work less and less. They don't have other choices. You don't have other choices than Coca-Cola or Oreos or Pringles I think people have other choices in a lot of these cases. I think what they have are habits, and they don't want to break their choice. Consumers hate to break their habits. If they regularly buy Oreos or whatever, they'd rather keep buying that. But if the prices keep going up, they have to switch. So if you find a way to get around that as a company, that's how you keep the sales. F. We got to be back, right, though? We got to be back, though, right? We have to be back. There's just no way we aren't back. It would be crazy if we weren't back, right? There's just no fucking way we're not big back right now, balling. Watching modern clips again. I'm a bot frog. I'm a bot frog. You know we're so back though, right? There's just no way we're not 100% back right now. It'd be crazy to say that we're dropping frames when we're not, because we're so back right now. We back? Are we actually back? It's the Gigaquake that, oh dude, Clint Stevens responded to me about the Gigaquake. Clint Stevens told me when I asked him what the fuck is the Gigaquake, Clint, he said the Gigaquake, Atrioc, is the super earthquake that will happen that will split California off into an island. That's what he told me. He said that's happening. That California is going to split off into an island from the Gigaquake. And he's worried about that for me, and that's why he wants to play Helldivers. Interesting. I think that's unlikely. I don't think that's going to happen, but... Clint Stevens is one of the best and the brightest of our time. He understands seismology at a deeper level, literally, than most people, and is also gifted with future sight. And so he might be onto something. I would never doubt Clint for too long. Boo 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 boo. What else are we looking at here on this Reddit? Shrinkflation, transphobia. I will say, okay, I could probably say more on this, but let me just be honest with you about how I feel about stuff like this. Well, to me, it is... I'm annoyed that we still fight about it. And I feel like, to me, because, you know, with my group of friends, and like, I get, when I feel like I have to like sit chat down and be like, hating trans people is wrong. I feel like I'm, have you ever seen this video? I feel like it's this.
Got a hot new single coming and addresses some social issues that I think are being ignored. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to be surprise releasing it next Thursday at noon.
It just feels late. It feels like, it feels like Drake farming. I don't know. It just feels like, I feel like people that will self-select out of the community anyway. So I know some people want me to like make a big stump speech, but also here's another thing. Maybe my reaction when Chris comes on screen in a Mr. Beast thing is to just be normal. No big speech one way, no being a weirdo in chat. Just treat it like a totally normal video and just move. Like that, to me, feels like the way to respond. We don't have to make a huge, we all be normal. The way Mr. Beast, I actually really respect how Mr. Beast handles it. He's totally normal. I think that does a lot more than any speech someone could give. I think him putting Chris in the video, being totally normal to 100 million people. How about that? I think that's how most people want to be treated. So, that's my response on that. All right. If you want to hear my answer, and you may disagree with it, but that's what I think. And it makes me uncomfortable to like do big. The thing I like to talk about is economics and marketing and business, because I have strong and passionate opinions on those, and I think people don't understand them or don't understand, like they could learn more about it, and I can explain it. On this, I feel like a streamer trying to sway your opinion, you either have an opinion on it or you don't. I don't think that's my job. I think you're going to self-select into a community with your morals. All right. So that's that. Why the UK is sad. Oh, never mind. This job market is literally hell. Oh, wait. Why was he acting so weird during the State of the Union? State of the Union. Bro giggled after every sentence Biden delivered. Not just the gaffes, literally after every serious point he tried to make. Was Lil Bro zooted? I was not zooted. I did find it to be very funny. I think, again, being nicer to Biden is my resolution after my dad called me. You know what? Of the two speeches, Biden crushed because the Katie Britt speech response was the Purge-esque. It was nightmarish. I don't think it was a very high bar, and she limboed under it. It was terrible. So that's where I'm at. But I do think it was, if you watch like an old State of the Union, again, I don't know people probably do this, but like go watch watch an older State of the Union, even before do like a pre 9/11 State of the Union. Go watch one of those. It's radically different. I think it just feels more like talking to adults, and there's less long-standing ovations and standing. And I watched this one, and it's like, to me, it just makes me giggle because it's like everything that he's saying. I think he did, a better job than people expected. He was more clear. He went off script sometimes. It was good. But everything is so clearly like a talking point for the election. It's like, and women, and then it's like everyone stands on quads, and this, and it used to be like a real like thoughtful speech, and this is like every 5 seconds. It's like it feels like it just feels simpler. It reminds me all the time that we have as a society kind of regressed in our political discourse, and I'm not even blaming it on him. This happened in Trump's State of the Unions too. But I'm not going to not giggle at it. But also, I giggle after every sentence I deliver. So why don't you shut the fuck up and stop calling me zooted for giggling? I like to giggle. I'm a person that laughs. I like to laugh. So shut the fuck up. All right? I respond to you. That's my response. The job market is literally hell. I'm so deeply and painfully unemployed right now and applying for jobs. This job at a tech company in their AI department asked me to answer this question. This is real. Please write a short story of 5 or 7 or more sentences about a green dancing octopus. Set the story in SBF's offices, FTX offices on November 8th, 2022. There's no way this is real? But it's an AI company. Maybe they're trying to get you to prompt it right to make the best one. Is that the idea? Is that the idea to get you to be better at prompting? I don't get it. That's awful. But the job market is hell for more reasons than this, right? Just all white collar jobs. Like there's, especially entry level or just younger. Like if you are a younger person moving into a white collar job, just the number of applications for each role is just gigantic. I mean, number of people, applicants. I'm sorry. It's tough. It's a fucking tough market, bro. I just don't know what to tell you. It is tough. Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying to you. It's fucking tough right now. People are going through it. You're gonna get fewer callbacks. There's just a ton of people applying for the same jobs. So there you go. Atrioc's story about the Swedish ship that sunk. Oh, I saw this. So I responded to this. So I don't know if you guys saw. Adish made a clip, I think, about it. Basically, I was saying I had heard this story about Sweden that was like part of their cultural consciousness. And I was hoping that Ronald Reagan would slip on a banana peel and fall in a pile of shit and drown. And we would have a similar story. And a Swede here, gave me more detail on it, which is fully fair. I'll be honest with you. When I heard this story about the Swedish ship that sunk, when I first heard it, I think it all comes from me reading an Atlantic article 10 years ago about tall poppy syndrome, which is the idea that if you're the standout poppy, you get cut down. This is where the story comes from. I thought it was a fairy tale. I didn't even know it was a real ship when I first read it. I only learned that later. So there's a lot that you can add. And he basically told me that the king was pretty chill. And that the reason the peasants in Sweden have more power is because they aren't very populated. So they had more bargaining power when it came to manual labor, and therefore were not as liable to get bullied by the rich people, which is cool. And so I responded and I said something. I said, "This is helpful. Thank you." So cool. Thank you for adding that. And I like that he said, what did he say? He said, it wasn't really a big topic or anything. I'm just a really annoying know-it-all. And like, if a Redditor is self-aware, that makes me like them again. And so I'm like, you know what? I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. And that I'm always down to learn. So that's good. PogChamp. Is there anything else? Robin, I'm in 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks straight. Any chance the Boeing story gets any justice? I mean, their stock could keep slipping. Competitor could arise. The leadership could get ousted. There could be criminal charges. This could all happen. We'll have to watch and see. I think we're caught up. It's terrible. All right, well, that's the Reddit recap. That's the Reddit recap. How do you feel? Wait, I'm sorry. That's the Reddit recap. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, play the outro? Wait, I'll play the outro right there. Wait.
Check it. Hey,
all right, quick water. Quick water. I'll let you watch the end of this song. It is funny because Macklemore's song is not so different. Not ironic. Atrioc, I'm using my one time. What is this? Please look at this post on your Reddit. What is this? Using your one time. Here is your proof, big A. Context. I think I asked this guy about Bombing. Thank you for the 6 months. Bomb-proof spy. Thank you for the 6 months. Longtime YouTube lurker. Just keep up the great work. P.S. I'm watching in the Sigma tank. I don't believe it. Proof. Picture proof, bomb-proof spy. I'll give you 1 month VIP if you prove right now you're wearing the Sigma tank. Because we sold so few of those, I just don't believe you. You're a 6 month sub and you bought the Sigma tank 3 years ago. Oh God, I don't buy it. I hate when my own words are used against me. I hate it. You think you can just use things I say and like hold me to them? What's your fucking username? God damn it. God damn it. He did actually stand on business. Look at him, dude. He's chatted up in that Sigma tank. And look at this. He's got the nicknames hoodie too. Oh, Christ. Bomb-proof spy. All right. All right. User bomb-proof spy. You are officially... Christ. You are officially VIP'd. VIP bomb-proof spy. No one says I can't ban a VIP, by the way. Holy shit. That tank top looks really cool. I would love to buy one if they're still available. You are trying to Sony Pictures Morbius me. You are trying to get me to re-release it into theaters so I flip-flops twice, and I will not fall for it. I will not call the factory to reprint I wouldn't be caught in the wild with one of those. Post a fit pic right now. All right, let's see what you're so stylish with that you couldn't wear a fucking classy Sigma tank. Or you think this guy's not mogging you? I'm sorry. You think Bomb-Proof Spy's not mogging you right now? Am I using that right? Chat confirm. I feel like you're getting mogged, motherfucker. Good job, good use. Great. We're clutching. We're absolutely clutching. Not enough shirts. Bro graduated from Mogwarts. Oh God, we're merging. We're merging millennial and Zoomer slang. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. It's a brutal hybrid. It's misery. How did I not find this on the Reddit when I did my Reddit recap? We're gonna need a bigger Mog. What do you shut up? Wait, we missed some of these. Wait, I did best of the month. I'm sorry. This is such a bad photo. I don't even want to show this. Wait, I did best of the month. This is the most upvoted. Oh, God. It says, POV, you're a lettuce wrap in your last moments. And it was when I was doing the fucking backpack test stream. That's heinous. Oh, that's awful. Why would you do that to me? That is such a funny... There's also something in my teeth. I was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible. Oh, I thought this was funny. Days of the week analysis of when I stream. Like, I literally have skipped more Mondays than fucking Sundays. Sunday's my day off. If this is real, I'm not even sure this is real. If this is real, that's insane. I actually don't know if this is true because I usually skip Sundays. I actually think you faked this. I think you faked this. But I can't 100%. Is Twitch tracker? Let me check. Twitch tracker Atrioc. Streams. Where does it say? Where would I find this? Statistics? Okay. Oh my God, it's real. Wait, it's actually 100% real. Wait, that has to be wrong, right? It's the wrong time zone. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's like it's counting Monday as Sunday, I think. Because of the time zone. Okay, that's really funny. It looks funny though. Okay, I was like, damn, do I really fucking skip half of all Mondays compared to other streams? Yeah, it's counting. This is Monday. Okay, I see. All right. I feel like I don't skip that many Mondays. That's... don't copium me. No, that makes a lot of sense. Because I literally skip Sunday. Like, Sunday's my actual day off. I don't stream on Sundays. So, I'm like the Lord in that way. And in other ways. And also, you guys don't ever, like... they never give you your flowers while you can still smell them. You know what I'm saying? I'm 3 weeks into a perfect Marketing Monday streak and nobody's giving me daps. Everyone's just like, fucking, yeah. Expected. You know? There's no fucking... We're going for a full month. Imagine I get a full month. Imagine I get a fucking... I hit this Monday. I hit this Devious Monday lick next week and we get a 4 for 4. You're not pogging? You're not fucking losing it? We're literally, every Monday we've had a YouTube video for Marketing Monday and a stream for Marketing Monday. A 4 in a row? I'm unstoppable. And that's why we have Aiden messaging me and Aiden telling me, I've been watching a ton of your videos lately, like even more than normal. Great stuff. Okay? You think that's... You think everyone on YouTube's getting that? No, that's an Aiden Calvin official fucking cosign, bro. That's a Discord cosign. Weird that he said that during the month I've uploaded fewer videos than ever. Weird that he said he's watching more of my videos lately than normal on when I uploaded fewest, but I think that he's liked the marketing stuff. He's always been a Marketing Monday fraud. Clips are good. Adish is my goat, dude. I love Adish. Because you know what I love about Adish? Is he does all the work, bro. I don't gotta do the thumbnails. I don't gotta do the titles. He just takes whatever I'm saying on stream and then throws a doomer-ass title on it. Even though it's like 90% me making fun of chat saying glizzy or some shit. And then it fucking prints at least 50K views, often up to 80 or even sometimes 100. And the fucking squeeze rolls in. Everyone's happy. He does it every single day without fail. So it starts to like actually add up. Adish is the GOAT. He's the king. He's the fucking... Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And I appreciate it if you like the clips. So big shout. He was a good hire. Yeah, he was a great hire. I'm very, very glad I hired him. And it's cool because I mistakenly thought clips made no money. So I gave him 40% of the channel and he ran with that and now made more money than his real job and then quit his real job and is now doing this full time, which is fucking swag. And I can feel like I helped him out, even though I just made a mistake negotiating. You know, just get finessed, and that's cool. XQC's editor apparently just gets all the revenue. Is that true? That's crazy because XG's channel has so many React videos. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, I'm afraid to even bring this up. Let me say that I bring this up. Okay, I'm going to just say this. I bring this up entirely in good faith. I really do. I bring this up entirely in good faith. And I everything I've learned of this guy, I like him.
The infamous poop plane.
But do you guys know Joe Bartolozzi? Do you guys know this guy? I only know him from TikTok, and I think I DM'd him one time. He seems like a really nice guy. Like, I got no problem with him. But I saw his YouTube channel. It got recommended to me. And so I clicked around a bit. And every one of these videos is someone else's. And every single one. And he doesn't, it's like the title doesn't imply it at all. Like, not a single video on this channel. It's like a really successful channel. It's just, it's 100% React. And I just didn't know you could still make it. I didn't know you could still do that. I think he's a good guy. I mean, I'm sure people love it. Maybe he adds great to the. I haven't watched enough to say how much he's adding. But I was clicking around and I was like, that's interesting. Like, I wanted to watch it. And I clicked it and it's like literally someone else's video with that title. So I'm not saying this is bad. What I'm saying is I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put my face slightly over his. Well, keep his body because he's more ripped than me, and then I'm gonna react to his reactions, and I'm gonna make a fucking mint, dude. Big B reacts. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's not. Yeah, he could be. I'm not. Again, this is a very early interpretation of me. I just saw it and I was like interested because I knew of the guy and I was like, damn, he's got a big YouTube channel. And I started clicking around and I was like, oh wait. Anyway, bro's worried about ethical reactors when he should be worried about nuclear reactors. So fucking true. Wait, what time is it? Let's fucking do it, dude. Germans! Germans, I'm calling you out! Germany! Germany! It's time, okay, to settle a score here. World War III. It's 5 a.m. for them? Well, they're never around when I'm live. No, it's not that serious. But let me talk about Germany here. I have to kind of get my energy back for what I was mad about. You know, I'm a real... I get fired up and I move on. So I have to kind of get myself back in the headspace. This is a few days ago. I got back drunk after J-Mook's birthday, and I was reading some annoying comments. And I need to pull up the comments. That's what I need to do. I need to pull up the comments. I need to get myself back in the headspace of getting angry. And then I will tell you all about this story that I think you don't fully understand. This was, oh dude, I gotta say, I remember what the video this was. This is the one where Adish gave Joe Biden. We have so few Wait, let me look at this. It's a clip. The clip is about a lot of things. It's actually about politics in America more than Germany. But this is the thumbnail Adish gave it. This is like putting me in the alt-right pipeline. What is this fucking thumbnail, Adish? Jesus Christ, bro. What? What are you trying to do to my channel? You cannot make this thumbnail. This is crazy. This is such an incorrect assessment of how I... How's it doing? I mean, this did good. I mean, like, well, it's 70K or something. I mean, it's good for clip. 71K, yeah. Biden-Nokia. At least make both their noses. Do you know what I'm saying? At least. He does bait the algorithm. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, in this clip, All right, let me actually set the stage here. In this clip, I talked about. I need a pirate software this or something. So that you guys can I explain something? In this clip, I talked about a couple things. Hop off the goat and let a genius work. Okay, yeah. I'm going to pirate software this. So I talked about Germany. Oh, that's way too thick. That's what she said. Germany. I talked about nuclear power. And I talked about the Green Party in Germany. Okay? I just want to set the stage by telling what I said. Then we're going to get into it. Okay? This is like one small part of the clip, but I talked about this. Okay? And what I said was, this is paraphrasing, spelled nuclear. I said that there is a smaller party in Germany called the Green Party, as in a non-majority party. Okay? And they, well, actually, I think I have some images on this. They are, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull this up. Green Party isn't smaller now. They're in government. Okay, they are, though. They are smaller than the majority parties, right? Because they have 14%, even now, and they had less before. So they're not a majority of Germans. They're one of the smaller parties. Okay? So again, but this is what you're doing right now is you're not tackling the major point. Let me give you the major points. Let's go. Let's pull up. Let's jump in. All right. Let me say what I wanted to say. There are 3 things I want to talk about today. Okay. Can I go to this? I want to talk about the country of Germany. Let me make this bigger. Okay. Draw. Germany. Okay. I want to talk about nuclear power. Okay. And the first thing I want to say, I want to get this on the table. I am very pro nuclear power. So if you're not pro nuclear power, then we already have a big divergence of opinion. I think nuclear power is very good. I think it's a very good choice. And I'm going to explain a little bit, but I think a lot of people have sort of these outdated, Mr. Burns-esque, maybe some scare tactics type views of nuclear power. So there's a lot of reasons nuclear power is very good, but there's 2 widely agreed, scientifically verifiable reasons that nuclear power is excellent. And that I want to just share with you to begin a baseline discussion, okay? Number 1 is a thing called capacity rate. Capacity rate, let's go back to this. Capacity rate is really simple. Think about it as out of 365 days in a year, okay? 365, how many days is a certain piece of power active, okay? How many is this running and producing power? So for example, for wind or solar, this might be a pretty low capacity rate. Could be, 100 days. It could be less, okay? Something like that. But for nuclear, it could be much higher. And I have those stats right here. So let's go. So for capacity rate, you'll notice that nuclear, 92% of the year is churning out amazing, clean, high energy power. Okay, nearly the whole year. Geothermal, 74%, wind and solar at the bottom. So while they might both be clean energy, one has a much higher capacity rate. Okay, important to understand. This is very important because it's all about efficiency. Think about if you're playing like a base building game, or a city building game, and you want to plan for the future, okay? A high capacity rate is excellent for having a good base load energy. It's reliable. Reliable energy is very important when building an economy, okay? Good to understand. Now, another thing you need to understand about nuclear energy is that it is by far the cleanest form of energy, the lowest carbon footprint. It is more clean than solar and wind. There is no carbon emissions at all only when it's constructed, but not when it's actually running. Okay? Extremely clean. Also, nuclear lasts longer than both of these. So a nuclear plant will last on average 40 years before needing to be fixed. So incredible. All right. So once you build it, you are getting 40 years of clean, high reliability baseload energy. Nuclear energy, very good, very smart to build. I also want to say, looking at the facts, some of the smartest, most forward-thinking countries in the world that are the biggest leading economies, China, Japan, India, are all building nuclear a lot. Okay? France is a bunch too, but we'll get to that as well. So, worth understanding. All right, just worth understanding going in. So I am pro-nuclear for these reasons. And if you disagree on that, then we are already at divergence. But if you agree with me so far and think that I am still incorrect on my assessment of the Green Party, then we'll get into it, okay? But I want you to understand that. I also want you to understand that there are things people will say about nuclear waste or radiation. I want you to understand that while nuclear radiation is produced, all of the nuclear radiation made in the last 50 years in every nuclear plant in the world could fit inside of one football field, okay? And newer plants produce way less than older plants. And their strategy of basically put it in fucking bomb-proof crates, bury it deep underground near not a water source is pretty good and will last us for a very long time. And maybe in 10,000 years, when it's still there, we have a problem, but I'm assuming science will last us like that. More than using a coal plant, churning smoke into the sky and killing people right now, okay? This is not that, like, it is dramatically exaggerated how bad it is to create one little spot deep underground where they put, that's not that crazy. That solves a lot of environmental problems for a very, very, very manageable long-term problem with nuclear radiation. So, okay, I don't think that's crazy, especially because think about where humanity was 10,000 years ago. I think 10,000 years from now, we can figure out a solution. Okay, I don't think that's that crazy. I don't think we're going off the rails for that. All right. So for all of these reasons and many, many more, I am very pro-nuclear, both environmentally and as a sound form of energy for building infrastructure and business in a country. So let me introduce a party called the Green Party in Germany, Die Grünen. Okay. Now, the Green Party, as you would imagine, is very pro-environment. And we've already introduced all this really interesting information. So if there was a scale like this, and on one side it was ban all nuclear power. Let me make sure this fits. Imagine there was a scale that on one side was ban all nuclear power plants in existence, and on the other side was pro-nuclear power, yes please. Where do you think the Green Party, the pro-environment party, knowing what you know, where do you think the Green Party of Germany would land? That's right. As far left as possible. They want to ban even already open, already built nuclear plants. Okay? They want to close every single possible nuclear plant. That makes no sense, right? After what we learned, you'd think at the very least they would be somewhere around the middle where they would keep currently running ones already open. But no, for some reason, in Germany especially, the Green Party would like to remove all nuclear power plants, even well-run ones that have run for decades producing clean power. Okay? Reminder, already proven, when they get off nuclear power, deadly emissions spike. They have to use more coal. This happened, okay? I want to make sure this understand. Okay, now, some people in chat are already saying the very boring, very stupid level 1 response that I got in my YouTube comments. That made me so furious because it showed me they really don't understand what happened with this story. And they're going to blame the CDU. They're going to blame Angela Merkel. I think that is extremely short-sighted. I told you, I don't think you really understand what happened in your own country. But I'll happily explain it to you. So there's a couple of key dates in this story. First of all, let's start in, I'm going to give you a new slide. Wait, I need a Let me give you a new slide. Let's start in the 80s. Okay? Woo! The 1980s. This is when Germany is at the peak of its industrial capacity. Okay? BMW, Audi, German engineering, business is thriving, and Germany is building nuclear power plants like a motherfucker. Okay? They're building like crazy. But then in the 80s, other countries like 3 Mile Island in America and Chernobyl have nuclear accidents. And this starts the rise of anti-nuclear parties, nuclear fear-mongering. This is when, let me get my slide here. This is when, wait, sorry. The Green Party is formed. If you guys don't know, the Green Party in Germany is formed based on protests against nuclear power. So it's not like this is one ancillary thing for them. They are a party that is formed originally to protest nuclear power. Okay? Now, they first come into power, like in a major way, as part of a coalition government with this guy, Gerhard Schroeder. I'm saying his name wrong, but this is who he is. And they come together around 2000. Okay? This is when they first get into a coalition government that actually controls Germany. And they're in power with this guy. And I have often referred to the Green Party in my discussions as well-meaning idiots. Because I think they're probably nice people. But I think the concept of getting rid of your country's own nuclear capacity to be more green is like sawing off your own leg, right as in 2024, we are about to enter a worldwide global foot race. Okay? So I want you to understand that I think they are, at best, well-meaning idiots. All right? Now, this guy, Gerhard Schroeder, is not a well-meaning idiot. I think he's evil. I think he's corrupt. And he partnered up with the Green Party in 2001. And that is when they first made the bill to phase out all of Germany's nuclear capacity that they built for 20 years, since the 80s. Okay? This guy, it turns out, is not just a normal chancellor of Germany. He's very likely on the take from Russia. He gets paid $1 million a year by Russian-controlled energy companies, and he saw an opportunity. Okay? If I help the Green Party make this bill to dismantle all our nuclear capacity over the next 20 years, that will make them more reliant on a baseload energy from Russia of cheap natural gas. I want you to understand, getting into this, that Germany gets its power, they get plenty from renewables, don't get me wrong, but you need to have a baseload energy because renewables have low capacity rate and they can't handle fluctuations. So you either have nuclear, you can have coal, or you can have natural gas from Russia. Those are your options. And Germany has recently chose coal and natural gas. Okay? You understand that. So this guy, he's chancellor in 2001. He gets paid by Russia, essentially. And the second he leaves office, literally goes to work for Russian oil. I am not kidding. The second he leaves office, right after planning to dismantle all the nuclear capacity, he goes to work for Gazprom in Russia. Green Party votes with him to do this, okay? That's the plan. Then, you agree with this, all right? All Germans, you agree with this has happened so far? We all agree? We're caught up. 2002, Green Party with this corrupt asshole has voted. Okay? We got it? All right. Then, flash forward 10 years, 2011. Let's get to a new year. That is when Angela Merkel enters the scene, okay? Now, she, in 2010, says, you know what? I think that plan from 10 years ago to phase out all our nuclear, that's a bad idea. That's what she says. She says, that's a bad idea. And she risks Germans' ire with a fresh commitment to nuclear energy. She plans to add 15 more years to the nuclear lifespan, which means it would still be running now 15 more years. She says, we're going to keep the power plants on I think that's going to make us energy insecure. Let's keep it going. We're not ready. All right? That's what Angela Merkel says. And what does the Green Party do? They take to the fucking streets. They create fucking paper mache fucking demon dolls of her. 100,000 people in a protest surround Merkel's office, the White House, the German version of the White House, in a gigantic demonstration threatening her for being a pro-nuclear demon. Okay? So again, everyone blaming this on her. I want you to understand this is how it actually went down in real life. They call her a pro-nuclear demon. They say she's fucking evil. They say atomic power is going to ruin Germany. They were raving green flags. Again, the Green Party has proudly taken credit for these protests and these movements. Okay? Do you understand? I want you to get to this level. Now then, actually, I wanted to tell this story first before we get to the next level. Before we get to the next level, I wanted to imagine a scenario before we assign blame here. Okay? So let me imagine a scenario. I want you to imagine a world with me, okay? Imagine a world where 3 years ago, Donald Trump started saying that Doritos were evil and we should ban them. Just imagine, okay? Imagine 3 years ago, Donald Trump says Doritos are evil, they're poison, they're toxinous, we should ban them. Doritos are bad, Doritos are woke, we need to ban them, okay? Let's just imagine this. And he starts saying it and saying it and saying it and getting people riled up and using whatever facts make sense to convince people that Doritos are fucking evil. We got to get rid of Doritos. Doritos are bad. And the movement starts to spread. People start talking about it. It gets, not everybody, but some people are on it, okay? And then Joe Biden goes, you know what? I'm going to protect Americans' right to Doritos. I'm going to sign the Doritos Freedom Act. I'm going to give us 15 years more of guaranteed Doritos. And then there's a massive protest surrounding the White House, okay? People are yelling at him. You fucking want to kill us. Get rid of Doritos. You asshole. They're so mad at him. They fucking, Trump is organizing these protests. They're fucking furious. Okay? Then, this is all set up. But still, most people support Doritos, so Biden is fine. Then, imagine that right before the election this year, Zendaya and Tom Holland are eating Doritos and they both choke and die. Now, it's mechanical. It's not because of the Doritos, but they both choke and die. Imagine this. It's a tragedy. It's fucking Zendaya, sorry. They both choke and die. Now, it's very, very, very tragic. But imagine America's sweethearts both die from Doritos. The fucking public uproar goes crazy. All of a sudden, everybody is buying into the anti-Doritos line. They're freaking out. All of a sudden, in all the down ballot races, Biden starts losing. The polls switch against him. And so as a last minute panic bid, he goes, fine, okay, I'll ban Doritos. In that situation, is it entirely Biden's fault 10 years later when we don't have Doritos? That's my question for you. 10 years later, is it entirely Biden's fault? Because that is what YouTube commenters will tell you. It is somewhat his fault. It is somewhat his fault. But I want you to understand the way politics works is if you are losing all your elections and the polls have switched against you, you have to do what the people want. And if they've been riled up to something incredibly stupid, okay, now let's go to the real world. Angela Merkel would like to increase nuclear capacity. She is protested against. She is demonized. And then in 2011, before the election, Fukushima happens in Japan. A tsunami hits a Japanese nuclear power plant and causes a disaster. And it becomes global news. And all of a sudden, even though Germany is not a tsunami threat, they are now convinced that nuclear is deadly. Nuclear is dangerous. And this is riled up to be a reason why Germany should immediately get rid of its nuclear capacity. Okay? This disaster. What happened to the nuclear power plant? Okay? And so, immediately after this happens, again, Angela Merkel doesn't immediately switch sides, but she starts to lose. Suddenly, Germany's anti-nuclear Greens. By the way, just to be clear, this is a 2011 article that refers to the Green Party as the anti-nuclear Greens, just so nobody can take that away from them. Okay? They scored a remarkable victory yesterday because people of Germany are starting to swarm towards this anti-nuclear power wake. All right? Now, Angela Merkel caves. She caves because her party's getting fucking swept. So she caves and she agrees to the plan and in fact accelerates it. She goes back to the original plan of getting rid of all of Germany's nuclear power plants and she accelerates it. We're going to get rid of them quicker. Okay? Do you understand? Okay? That's where we find ourselves. Now, I want you to really think about what getting rid of Germany's nuclear power plants accomplished. Oh, sorry. Let me give the last time zone thing. So flash forward to 2023. This is last year. This is the last year that matters. That's what happened until now. And so over 2011 until now, Germany just kept shutting down nuclear power plant after nuclear power plant. And again, these were German-engineered, well-run, clean nuclear power plants. Every one of them had no accidents, was running clean power for decades, and would have ran for decades more. They were producing great. They were providing a huge part of the grid, and they were being shut down one by one. Incredibly stupid. No matter who you want to blame it on, incredibly stupid. All right? Now, we get 2023. This guy is the nuclear safety and environmental minister of Germany. He's a member of the Green Party, and he is the guy who eventually makes the call to shut down the final 3 nuclear power plants. There's a big debate over it because after Russia invaded Ukraine, the access to cheap Russian natural gas was no longer available. And that is what Germany had been relying on every time they shut down their power plants. So they shut down power plant, shut down power plant, shut down power plant, and they rely more on coal and more on natural gas. They've been increasing renewables. Again, at this point, Germany is now 57%, maybe 52% renewables. Germany is one of the world leaders in renewables, but it doesn't matter without a baseload energy. You need a baseload energy provider, and it has to be nuclear, coal, or fucking hydrocarbons. It's got to be natural gas. You have to have one of the 3. And so they've been using cheap Russian natural gas. But unfortunately, in 2022, we have the Russia-Ukraine war, and all of the fucking gas gets cut off. And now Germany's in a fucking energy panic. And so they have this big debate over the last 3 plants they have left. Do we shut them down? And the Green Party is now in power again. And they have a choice on this. And they say, fine, we can extend the lifespan to April 23. We will allow that, but no farther. They say, we will not allow it to be extended any farther. And people come up with many solutions to stop that. There's people that are willing to fly in fucking enrichment material to extend that power plant. There are many making real concrete plans to extend the lifespan of the plants when they need it the most. And the Green Party stops it. They draw the line in the sand. They say, no, it ends here. We are shutting down our final 3, which again is one of the things I think is so stupid right now. All right? A true unforced error. Okay? So, again, they shut it down. And now, as of April of last year, Germany has shut down all of its nuclear power plants. They're gone. They have no more left. What a surprise then, and I'm probably not going to find this slide perfectly. Some climate scientists are aghast. Again, in the name of climate, they shut these down. And yet again, instantly, their fucking coal emissions spike and they start importing more power from elsewhere. Now, what do you imagine? Germany, for most of its lifespan, has been a power exporter, which means they produce more power than they consume, and they export the rest of it to other countries. As of, it turns out, April of 2023, they have shifted to a power importer, where they have to buy power from other nearby countries. What is the country you think they are importing from? Oh, maybe it's their neighbor. This is a list of countries in Europe by the number of nuclear power plants they have. You'll notice Germany has 0 because they're worried about nuclear radiation from any accidents. Unfortunately, right along their border is France with 56. Fucking second most in the world. So you're not safe anyway. They fucking stopped doing nuclear power because they were worried about 3 Mile Island over here, Chernobyl over here, Fukushima over here, and there's 56 in France. Okay? Well, now they're importing power from France, who over the last years has been building a ton of these, has 70% nuclear and way lower electricity prices than all of Germany. Way lower. It's incredibly smart. The French are super proud of this grid. It's one of the rare French W's. They're like one of the nuclear leaders of the world. So now they're getting power from this grid anyway. So I just want you to understand that. Okay. And also some other countries like Japan, who had the Fukushima disaster, are building new nuclear power plants. America had 3 Mile Island. We're building. Russia is building nuclear power plants. India is building nuclear power plants. But fucking Germany and their Green Party thinks it's too far. It's too crazy to build a nuclear power plant. So again, I ask you, is that smart? Maybe they're nice people. I think a lot of people in my comments were mad because they like the Green Party more than the fucking AFD, who are a bunch of racist assholes. I agree. I don't like the fucking AFD, but I am not going to sit here and lie to you that it's not a well-meaning idiot at best to cut off your own leg for this nuclear disarmament. I think it's crazy. I think it's so stupid. So that's where I stand, okay? Now, is there anything, again, and this is causing problems. Now, the last thing I said was that this causes economic problems, and I want to go into that. Also, one more thing. When these last 3 power plants were shut down, this is part of what I was talking about in my quote in the clip, 2/3 of Germans were against it. 2/3. And do you know who wasn't against it? 56% of the Green Party. This is the only party where over 50% voted to get rid of the last 3. Again, how can you not draw a connection? How can you say it was only Angela Merkel? I think that's fucking crazy. So I'm sorry, but when you call me misinformed on German politics, I think I follow this story pretty damn well. Okay? And now, last thing I want to say is that people in Germany, businesses in Germany, where did I got to find this. I pulled this up for today, but I didn't make a slide for it. This is not it. I'm sorry, if I don't find it, I'll just explain what it was. It's just businesses in Germany complaining that they have no energy. I want to find it. It's really good. It's really good and really helpful. You have to understand that we are in an increasingly competitive global manufacturing environment. German manufacturing was like the core of Europe, okay? But they are now competing with manufacturing increasing in America, increasing in China, increasing all over the world, okay? And when your energy costs are even a little bit higher, let alone a lot higher, it makes you dramatically less competitive. And now we are seeing German businesses. Is this it? I'm trying to find it. God, I would love to find this. German businesses. Oh, here it is. Yeah. I think it's small businesses sound the alarm over weakening German economy, and it's all of them complaining about energy costs. Okay? It's all complaining about energy costs. And so now the German economy, for many reasons, is in a recession. They were the worst performing major economy last year, which is crazy. Okay? And, I wish I could fucking find it. Man. I mean, here's a source from Carnegie Mellon. The move from nuclear power to fossil fuel power resulted in substantial increases in emissions of global and local air pollution. In addition, electricity prices rose due to the phase out of nuclear plants. So electricity producers benefited, but German consumers had to pay more. Okay? Again, all of this is very well sourced. Germany faces electricity shortages and expect industries leaving Germany electricity. Maybe I can find it. This could be it. This is not the theme, but this is exactly. High energy bills force German industry to eye production abroad. A third of manufacturers are considering exiting shift. Companies are concerned about competitiveness. Every cent matters. Okay? And so when your electricity is imported, it costs a lot more and it makes your manufacturing worse. People go elsewhere. And so again, this is causing an erosion of Germany, which, by the way, if you don't know, has the highest wealth inequality, maybe second highest, but one of the highest wealth inequalities in Europe. I think they're like third behind US and China in number of like super rich. I think so. Anyway, it's like their average people are getting screwed by this, and this bad energy policy is having many bad knock-on effects. And because of that, when people are angry and they're seeing their costs rise and they're seeing jobs get shifted elsewhere, they start lashing out and voting for very stupid racist parties. And so while I think the AfD are terrible, they're a blight on Germany and a bad sign, I think well-meaning idiots have in part led us here. I think they have in part made the dumb decisions that put us in these spots. And I think when you let them off the hook by blaming it all on Angela Merkel, I think that's crazy. I think that's lunacy. And I think people should be held to account so that instead of getting well-meaning idiots, we get well-meaning smart people and pragmatists to run our countries, not just in Germany, but everywhere. I would love to see people that actually think about these issues and use science and data and aren't just fucking so ideologically driven. I would love that. So that's what I stand for, and that's why I said that, and I stand by. I stand by every word of what I said. And I want you to know that I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the insightful ones and the long ones, but I stand by it. I 100%, I backed it up, and I have shown my homework. And if you disagree with it, that's fine. But I'm well-versed in this story, and that's why I think what I think. And it really annoyed me, it really bothered me, just people saying, oh my God, he doesn't fucking understand Germany. He doesn't fucking get it. What fucking YouTuber, he doesn't even research this. And it's like, bro, yes, I have. I read every day. And I think a lot of you in the comments don't read 1/50th of what I read about this stuff. And you act like you fucking are super knowledgeable about everything just because you happen to live within the border of the country. All right? So that's what I think. Now, there's obviously more I can learn about it, as always. But in this case, I feel like you were doing me a disservice in a major way. Okay? And that's what I have to say about that. I mean, there's probably more. There's plenty more slides, but I feel like I got my point across. And I can answer questions or whatever. I'm open to talking about it. But yeah, I mean, I have slides. I have a lot of slides just proving like high social cost of the phase out, 3 to 8 billion euros a year. Here's a slide on fucking the AfD capitalizing on the fucking economic anxieties of working people. Like, that's what they do. That's what these racist parties do. They capitalize on the economic anxieties of working people. And the reason there's economic anxieties is partly because of a very bad energy policy. Who's the fucking AfD? They're like an extremely far-right German party that likes to blame immigrants for everything. Okay? A lot of countries have this type of party. A very far-right party that likes to blame immigrants. Okay? But what they do is when people are struggling, they say, oh, well, the fucking current party's screwing you. So do you understand? But the solution to that is not to fucking pretend you made no mistakes. It's to stop making the mistakes. Like, it's to get people's economic lives better with the good way. Also, I want to say, just in general, I want to say, when I really zoom out on the stupidity of this, I want you guys to understand that Germany, as a whole, as an entire country, is generously maybe 2% of global emissions, which means they're a fucking rounding error on China's asshole, which means even if they cut it to zero somehow, it wouldn't matter for global. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all of this. They're not, I mean, it's not even working because they're going more on coal, but like, it's all for no reason. And France is next door doing nuclear. To me, it's so bananas. It's so bananas. It makes me angry at how stupid it is. The complete halt on nuclear progress drives me up the wall. Yes, me too. Me too. Me too. It feels like such a slam dunk. And if we actually focused on it and gave it priority and progress, they would get better. Again, if you look at the progress in nuclear technology, the latest and greatest nuclear reactors produce so much less, like so much dramatically less waste. We're getting it down to like minute levels, and the technology is getting so good, and America's building almost none. China's building a gazillion. Japan's building a few. India's building a ton. I just like, I wish we could. And so when I see what Germany does, it scares me because I'm like, I hope people aren't dumb enough here to fall for that. Would you agree that Chernobyl is a huge setback for Greenland? Yeah, all nuclear accidents, 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, Fukushima, are all huge setbacks, of course. But there are some people who stoke and fan those flames. Those people who are ideologically opposed to nuclear, and they use these as like setting off points to demonize nuclear energy and set it back, rather than try to fix the problems and improve and understand that on like a molecular level, nuclear energy is the cleanest and best source. And I don't like those people. They make me annoyed. I think they're at best well-meaning idiots. That's why they make me frustrated, because they are halting progress. And again, coal plants, which is what Germany turned to when they had to abandon nuclear, kill people. They just don't do it in obvious ways. People die from the smog emitted from coal. Coal is bad. But nobody talks about it. So, wow, you win 2 world wars and you can call Germany. I'm only calling people that are anti-nuclear. Again, I love Germany. I've talked about it many times. I lived there. I lived there actually during many of the years I talked about. I lived there in 2001 and 2, and I lived there in 2010 and 11. Okay? I lived there during 2 of those key years I was talking about. They have great bread. And I also think nobody even talked about fucking Schroeder and him being openly, like, it's obviously a Russian plan to get Germany off of nuclear so it will be reliant on Russian natural gas in 2001. Like, that's exactly when Putin came to power. He is a long-term thinker. This guy immediately leaves power and works for Gazprom. Do you understand, like, that? Is that a coincidence? I mean, there's like, it's like openly, he gets paid $1 million a year. So, and the Greens voted for that. It's also worth saying that Britain has done none of this, has some nuclear, hasn't really pushed renewables in the way that Germany has, and Britain has like half or less of Germany's emissions. Slightly less population, half their emissions. So it's like all this is for nothing. And France has way lower emissions, and they're 70% nuclear. So it's like, what are you accomplishing? Human greed, bribery, and lottery means I do think that's a part of it. I do think there. I guess. I get annoyed when people support something that is I think could only be supported if you were paid. But they support it ideologically. They're true believers in something that is so stupid you could only support it if you were paid. That's what bothers me. This isn't even lobbying, it's a full-on foreign government. What can we do? I just think people shouldn't be supporting. The reason I brought it up originally in my clip and in my chat was as a warning to my mostly American chat, which is like, please, if you have been brought up to demonize nuclear energy, take a second look. We don't build enough in America. America has the most nuclear power plants in the world, but only because we built them all back in the day. We don't build anymore. And I would love if we started really investing in modernizing and improving our nuclear grid for the future. I think it's awesome. I think it would be awesome. And so I believe this. Like, it's one of my things I believe a lot. We need more, bigger, stronger nukes. Atom craft equals ban. America keeps shutting down nuclear power plants and doesn't approve new ones either. Beyond, German wants to talk. You got to type it. You got to type it. I don't want to do a thing where people are trying to get in calls. That's because we're going to end up with. Please type it. I'm down. I'll read it. I'll respond. I'll read it. I'll look up your chat history. Do you think, I will say the plan is the United States has to bury all the barrels underground, seal them, and then put stone tablets in every language of Lord of the Rings level threats on them. I find it crazy that one corrupt was completely. Well, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't one. Have you seen the Chernobyl docuseries? I haven't. I heard it was amazing. My boss at NVIDIA told me it was the best show he'd watched in 10 years. I heard it's really, really good. I think I probably will watch it. But I haven't seen it yet. Actually, the best content I've ever seen. It's really that good? All right, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Your boss must not have seen Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad was exactly 10 years before that, if I'm being honest. Am I crazy? I feel like he timed it perfectly to do Breaking Bad into Chernobyl. Your boss has not seen Bluey. What is the Bluey? Anyway, I feel like I got back into my heated moment, but now I'm done with it. I want to talk about other things. I don't think anyone has any questions. I'm down. Beyonce, if you want to write something up, I'm down to look at it or read about it. But I just wanted to say that. Okay, I wanted to show my homework on that. And now I am about. Oh, Bluey. I wasn't gonna drag Bluey. No, I just heard that Bluey is really fucking good. I heard Bluey is the first good kids cartoon since SpongeBob, unironically. I heard they haven't made like a true all ages god tier kids cartoon. Well, I think we're talking about young kids, because Avatar, I would say, is like young adult. Obviously, Avatar is amazing. I don't think I'm going to watch Bluey because I am in my 30s with no kid. But if I have a kid, I will. I'll watch it with my kid. I'll watch Bluey with my kid. I kind of want a kid, dude. Me and I have been kind of talking. I kind of want a little Atrioc, a little A, dude. I'm gonna fucking raise him to love him or her to love nuclear power. Okay. Lil A. Anyway, I don't. Do I have anything else to say? I feel like I fucking went through it. No, I'm good. All right. Oh, let me see. Let's see. I read this. Auto manufacturers use gas and nuclear and not relevant. A lot of energy prices are set by much expensive power. So gas prices would have fluctuated regardless of nuclear prices. Coal is already down over amounts. Nuclear exit was not one Germany. A lot of the fear came from conservative coal lobbying. The nuclear exit was inevitable in Germany. Why would you say that? It is a choice. The nuclear exit was inevitable in Germany. I just disagree. That's what I fundamentally disagree with. I think that's not how politics works. I mean, you could argue and convince and sway people. That's how you do it. I think people that fearmonger about it is the problem. Like inevitable in Germany, yet booming in France. Yeah, that's what I like. France is 70% nuclear. Why can't Germany do that? What? There was no reason they couldn't. They were actually leading. Again, I want you to stress that when I looked into this too, how well built the German nuclear power plants were. The German engineering nuclear power plants they built in the 80s and through when they stopped building were incredible. They were like zero accidents, long running, clean, great energy. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And to feel like that's inevitably had to be stopped is crazy. Because German culture and French culture are very different. That's where I'm if you are following the theory that everything will happen as the Lord predetermined, and that because Germany is different than France, they can never have nuclear power, even though they did have it in their German culture, then there's something to argue about. If you think everything happens predetermined, but I think when people make dumb choices, you can call them dumb. And I think they could have made different choices with different leaders. To call it predetermined is crazy. If you don't think free will exists and we can't, I think Germans are smart enough people to make this choice. And I think, in fact, if you look at the votes, when they shut down the last three, Germans recognize it's a problem. Again, 76% of Germans voted that they would like to keep the last three open. But because of the Green Party being in power, they forced it down mid and closed the rest. And again, India has a different culture than Germany, but they have nuclear. Japan has a different culture than Germany. They have nuclear. England has a different culture than Germany, and France and India and Japan. They have nuclear. America has nuclear. China is booming nuclear, and they are also eating Germany's lunch in auto manufacturing, in part because of the lowered cost of owning their own energy. I mean, it's just, you have to understand that, like, I just disagree with that fundamentally. So this I want to say, last thing I want to say, because I thought about it more. I was really pissed mad when I first read them. I was like, you guys are fucking idiots, you know what you're talking about. What I realized, I think, is I touched a nerve, especially among Germans, because the Green Party is probably one of their better choices. I think if you're a German, especially a young German living in Germany, and you're looking at these options, you're probably like mad at me because I'm touching a nerve by insulting one of the nicer choices. And I think that's fair and that's fine. And I don't hate you if you are like, I got to make the best choice. The only thing I think is fundamentally stupid, and that's the only thing, again, the only thing I feel like I'm informed enough to talk about that I've read a lot about is about the nuclear choice, which I have heard, I mean, from so many smart sources. Not only like incredibly intelligent energy traders on podcasts, but like just many, well-written subject people in the energy world, that Germany has cut off its own leg in a global foot race with the nuclear shutdown. I've just heard this from people I trust completely from the bottom of my brain. And so I fully back this. Everything else, I have no sway. I mean, I fully get it. If you're like, I fucking hate the AFD, there's no better choice. I don't know exactly how it splits. Anyway, I said what I said. I like all people, but again, I feel like I made my point, and that's it. And also, you should be able to, make your point quickly. All right, that's it. Thank you very much. The problem is he advertised it as a debate. It's me responding. It was me responding to what I thought were extremely dumb comments. That was my response. Okay. There are other parties coming in that may be a better choice for climate conscious young people. Well, again, if you're climate conscious, I just want you to know, like, you have to be smart about it. like I don't think, like, if I was a person in Germany that didn't even care about energy security and only cared about climate, I would also not want to shut down nuclear. Do you understand? Like, climate conscious, like, I think it's one of the most anti-climate things you can do. So that's why I think it's disservice to call it climate conscious. I think it gives it credence. But I agree with you. I know what you're saying. You're just trying to find a party that supports the idea that climate change is real. And I also agree with that. But I also think, bro, and this is one of my hot takes that like hard left climate people might disagree with me on. If you are a country that is as small or as big, whatever you want to say, as Germany, get your energy security figured out first. Get your economy and energy security figured out first and get it all in order before you worry about changing the world with your emissions. You are too small to if you're 2%, it just doesn't it's not, you know what I'm saying? You just aren't because other countries are already doing that. It's crazy to put it's like you're gonna fuck over your own mission, because if you do it without a real stable plan, which again, the only good way is nuclear, then you are going to fuck over your economy to the point where your people are going to revolt and ruin all of your climate goals, which I do believe. Telling a G7 country they are too small for the rest to matter is insane. Bro, the facts are there. It's 2%. It's 2%. Fucking China's like 30, 28. Everything that they would eliminate would get them down to what the UK is at. 2% is a lot. It's like going to zero unless we have nuclear. It's just not. It's just the smart way to do it. And I fully believe this as well. I think your citizens, at the end of the day, I think average people do want clean air. They do want clean water. They do want lower emissions. They want these things. But if you start telling them they have to sacrifice in major ways to do it, the more and more the sacrifice is, and the more like energy insecurity they have and higher electricity prices, they start to revolt. I think they start to revolt. I think they start to turn against it. And I think you can't have both with nuclear. And again, I think any argument about renewables in Germany also needs to just answer the question of capacity rate, which is dramatically worse. Again, it's like 20% of the year. So solar in Germany, they don't have enough sun, bro. I lived in Germany. They got no sun. It works like 18 to 21% of the year. And it takes way more land. And again, in Germany right now, they're having like people freak out because they supported wind, but now wind is being built in their backyard. And it turns out it's loud. It turns out when a wind turbine is built in your backyard, again, when it's slow wind, you can barely hear it. It's lazy. But maybe at night, big gusts, it's fucking loud. And there's people that are like, wait a minute, I can't sleep because there's fucking wind turbines loud as fuck in my backyard. So they're becoming wind NIMBYs. All right. So that, yeah, it's just, it takes way more land. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, just nuclear is like small land profile. All it is high upfront cost. But like, as a government never found money for something with a high upfront cost. Interesting. Governments seem to find money for a lot of other things that are far stupider. Way more land, bro. There's an empty roof over your head right now. I have a solar panel on my roof, you fucking idiot. That's not going to solve our grid. Again, they've built a lot of solar. You cannot use it as a base load grid. It only works intermittently. It has spikes where it gets more. It has spikes where it gets less. Okay, the technology does not exist. It reduces my power bill, but I couldn't replace it. I can't shut off my other power and rely on the solar on my roof. Okay, as what I'm saying. It doesn't scale at the level you're thinking of for a fucking country. They have to have, and this is proven many times. Please look into it. As a base load power for a country, they have to have coal, nuclear, or fucking natural gas or other hydrocarbons. That's it. Okay? So people talk so, I think, misinformed. All right? What is your opinion on kinetic energy batteries like the snow hydro in Australia? I'm not familiar. That sounds cool, though. If you like nuclear power so much, why don't you put a nuclear reactor on your roof instead, Fuzzbeard? Checkmated. Checkmated. At the end of the day, I moved my pieces well on the board, but Moofin Boofin has put me into a classic checkmate. I have been owned. And he's not even German. Brilliant. All right, I'm done with this. What time is it? Is it possibly? Oh, it's 11. Okay, never mind. It's the end of the night. I was gonna watch House, but it's too late. It's too late. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think it actually came across well, but again, the goal is never to be contentious. The goal is to, in that case, show my homework a little bit and hopefully inspire people to think about this. My main goal is not to talk to Germans at all. They're scary people. My main goal is to talk to my mostly American audience and get them to think more about nuclear, because we have a lot of nuclear power plants in this country, but we don't build more. And I would love if there was more broad support, especially young people, to building more. I think it'd be awesome for our future. Anyway, everyone be nice. Much love. Bye, 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 bye. Have a great night. Let's pass on the raid. And I will raid. Who will I raid? Shindigs, maybe? Yeah, we'll raid Shindigs. I raided Victoria yesterday. We'll raid Shindigs. He's probably doing some crazy VTuber stuff. Raid Shindigs. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Have a great... Oh, let's play Great Divide. Let's play the classic outro song.